Hello everyone! Today we're going to talk about recovery and why it is super important. Let me tell you about my own professional experience. I had a client that came for a massage session. Not a client before, he just came for trigger point therapy, which I did, and I asked him, "Are you training?" He said, "Well, not so much, whatever." Then I asked him information about food, sleep. Food and sleep seems to be factors that he managed. Because if you don't know, food and sleep influence a lot your condition. For example, if you're not eating proteins, your body will not have what it takes in order to regenerate and help your body, your muscles to rebuild. So you will have muscle pain if you don't eat proteins. Same if you don't sleep, because during the sleep, your body regenerates. So this guy said that was fine. He talked about it a bit, and I have to say that I agree with it. Later on, he said, it's probably linked to my office position, because I'm sitting a lot and I can't turn my head anymore. I'm really in pain, I have headaches, I have huge problems." So that person thought that sitting was the cause of his problem. And sometimes it is, because if you sit a lot, you have this slouch position, it really is bad for the back of your neck, then influence the top of your skull, and it creates kind of headaches. But in his specific scenario, it was not the case. When I came to massage his pectoralis, I found not two muscles there, but two big stones. They were hard as stones or wood. Really surprising. I thought, "Are you not sure you're not training?" I say, "Well, I'm doing 50 push-ups every day." Well, like, yes, finally we have the reason why this person have pain. If you don't know, let me tell you, you can't train push-ups every day. If you have a super high level and you train many things, then maybe, and still you need to consider recovery. But for 99% of the case, working the same muscle group every day will just have a huge and bad influence on your body. The muscles were so tensed that they were creating pain on the neck, because you have the pectoralis here that is linked to the collarbone. And then you have, let me say in French because I'm not sure in English, the sternocleidomastoidea. That muscle is linked to the collarbone, goes behind here, there, exactly there. And when this muscle is stressed because of this muscle, then you start to have difficulty to chew and pain in the jaw. Like when you chew something like bread or steak, you feel like, oh, my jaw is tight and in pain. And when you don't fix it, what happens if you don't feel your jaw so much anymore, but then the tension will go even more here on top to the head. So there you will start to have a headache here on top of the eyes, here, and these are very bad. What I did is I just massaged the pectoralis, and it took really a good 40 minutes. At the end of the session, the guy really could feel he could move his head way better. Neck was not blocked anymore. And I told him probably one day, the morning of the day after, he will have some inflammation going and leaving the body. I don't know why, but every time that something is really long in your body, your body needs to evacuate it. So you will have some feeling good the evening after the massage, and the morning when you wake up, you have this huge inflammation where your body starts to recover, and that can be intense and slow down during the day, and then the inflammation goes away. But the point is, he asked me, what am I supposed to do? Because I like to train just minimum time, and I want to be efficient, and I don't have, a lot of equipment. So I said, well, you can buy, by example, some kettlebells. He had some. I said, you can buy a few more. I have a guide here of which kettlebell you should have. And then you will be able, by example, to follow workout plans. He said, I don't have a workout plans. I said, well, you can take the one I'm using, the one I created, and that will be good. Why? Because you're not supposed to work every day the same things. So the idea was, one session you work, by example, the upper body, the session after you work the lower body, or with kettlebell you have different kind of exercise because they all work a lot of part of the body, but you're not supposed to do them every day. By example, you can work them every 2 days. So you making your body tired, and the day after you recover, and then you restart the next session with a fresh body. So he took my kettlebell plan, and if I remember the warm-up plan, but it really, the kettlebell plan didn't make a huge difference for him. And he started to train every 2 days, and not only he had no more pain, but suddenly he said, I'm losing a lot of weight. Why? Well, because when you train, you are not training to burn calories during your training. You are training in order to create muscle soreness. That muscle soreness is basically during the workout, you damage your muscles, and after, when you create this muscle soreness, your body is regenerating. It means it's your muscles that repair themselves. This process consumes a lot of calories, and it works for 1, 2, or 3 days. All these days you're consuming more calories than usually. For him, having a clear workout plan made a complete difference. So if you recognize yourself not having progress and having tension, you will feel that every day, by example, if you do push-ups, with the time they become painful, you do less and less. Instead of progressing and doing more and more, you will do less and less, and immediately as you start doing them, you feel like, oh, it's restriction, you feel like you're not comfortable in the position and having some pain in the shoulder, and you can't, by example, raise your arms completely on top anymore. That means that you're overworking some muscles and you don't allow them the recovery time. So this is to show you that the recovery is very important. So if you're training, don't train 7 days on 7. Leave normally 2 days to recover. It can be 1 day here, 1 day there, but don't work every day. That's very important. And if you do, you can have, by example, some days where you use just a light yoga, a light Pilates in order to stretch, mobilize without to put a lot of pressure in it. That is very, very important. So I recommend you to focus on your recovery and not overwork everything. That is my recommendation as a coach.